Hey, what's up, folks? I just want to walk you through the Shopify store and kind of walk you through the process of how we want to make it look for Mathia. Right now, I just want to focus on the theme of the store, right? So let's go over here to the online store. You could also click online store here in sales channel. We want to go into debut, which is just the basic theme. So maybe we can look at some free themes. Maybe we can find something that really speaks to us. But I don't know. We can kind of mess around with it as we see fit, and that's kind of the thing I'm hoping that you would do. You would kind of get inspiration from this and kind of play with it. But let's just go into debut right now and let's customize it a bit. Okay, so first of all, we can look at this at both a website on a mobile view. So that's what it would look like. Notice here we have some images with text. Like this is missing. Summer styles. Okay, so here's some summer style stuff. We're part of the UW community. Shop local favorites. Where does this take us? I don't even know. Men's shoes. Okay, obviously that doesn't have anything to do with local favorites. So we come in here on the store, and this is the opening thing. Obviously, this needs to get modified, right? So we can start with that because this is not easy on the eyes, right? White text on a white background like that. We need to somehow modify this. We got these images with text. We have to decide. We can either choose to take them out, right? So we can go right here, these text columns. For example, we can just we can delete one. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Can I undo? Yes, you can undo. Nice. Well, we can try it without, So let's go into here and let's remove content. What if we just remove this guy? So now there's two, right? If we wanted to add one, we could just add another one. Right, and we explore the image. So let's just say, anyway, what I was saying was if you have two different dimensions of images, that might look kind of weird. One of the things, and this is one of the things I'm going to show you, is how we can use Canva to pre-make our images. Again, if we have blog posts, that's going to be another cool thing, but let's not get into that right now. Centered. That kind of makes it look like that, if you're interested. And for heading, we'll just say optional photos. And I think what you can do here is you can make this a link, right? So for example, we can blog post, we can turn this into a link that can link to a collection, can link to a product maybe. So maybe for whatever reason, that's a perfect example. You can be like featured sandals, our favorite sandals. Well, this is a featured collection, right? So the summer styles collection is a featured collection. We can just say, I got a good example. Look, this is what I'm going to do. So let's just say I want to create our newest shoes, right? This just in. So let me save this. This is going to be a good example. All right, so we saved. Let's create a collection. So a collection in Shopify is a really important concept. So we have just a giant list of products here, right? They just keep on going forever, right? These are all the shoes that she has, right? There's a ton of them. You can buy the vendors, buy the blah, 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 all that stuff. Woolly Mammoth unloop for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. We can go in and just change that right now because it's obviously wrong because Woolly Mammoth unloop is not a vendor. The vendor here looks like it's Birkenstock. All right, we're gonna save that. Women sandal Birkenstock. Okay, good. Let's go back to here. See what's up with this Hattie. I don't actually know. So I'm going to go back to the source of truth, which in this case is the sanity. Okay, so I'm going to search here for the Hattie so I can find out what Dansko. Okay, Dansko like this. Let's just save it. We got the black 115. I don't know. Okay, this is what I'm doing right now is just some cleanup on the data because some of the data is not right. We can just go in and add new tags. Like as you're looking through these products, if you see like, oh, this is dress or formal or whatever, or this would be great for like, I don't know, freaking coronavirus themed. I don't know, whatever. You can just add a tag. The tags are not very they're a very flexible and loose way of adding descriptions to items, so that later on you can go in and put them into a collection, and then you could just feature that collection. Okay, collections. Okay, so a collection here. So here, these are very basic collections. When a product is equal to women, or when a product has a tag called women, it goes straight into this collection automatically. When it's equal to both boots and it has women, then it's there. It's pretty straightforward. Boots, summer styles, men's shoes. Here I have a problem because I accidentally one time I named something men's. So what I'm going to go right now, again, this is a bit of data cleanup, but I'm going to go to all the tags that have men's. So this is a bulk editor. So we selected all these things and we just want to edit at the same time. As I was worried that if I just delete men's, then I might miss some things that don't have men and then they would get lost forever. So I just want to make sure that I'm just deleting the men's and making sure it has men on there. And then keep in mind, this is something that we're going to teach Mathia how to do, right? Because we're setting up this store and we're giving it to her in such a way that she can go in and when she gets a new product, she could snap a few photos and add it in there. Or when, for example, something is out of stock, it would actually decrease every time someone orders it, so she won't have to worry. But if she say add stock, then she can easily go in, or if she gets like a big shipment of like 5 different brands or whatever, then she can go pick each one of those, edit them in bulk. Anyway, there's a lot of ways that she can go into this, and she can really we can really optimize her store and help her make a lot more money and save a lot more time, right? Which is great for a business owner. So anyway, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to do latest. Let's create a new collection, and a collection is simply so this just in the latest and greatest at Woolly Mammoth. Product type, we can add collections based on product type, product vendor, product tag, compare at price, weight. But really, and then we can have this be an and or an or. So in the case of the women's boots, it's not, in the case of the women's boots, it was all, right? Because I wanted it to both have a woman tag and I wanted it to have a boots tag. But, for example, I wanted to include red and blue, like, I don't know, for, what's it called? 4th of July. Maybe I can just have, maybe I have like a white or type. I don't know where you would put variant title. Contains white, right? Blue and red. So then I can maybe have a sale on all my red, white, and blue shoes, and then I can put that little banner up that says sale on all red, white, and blue for 4th of July, and boom, there you go. Now, this variant title, when we go, and let's just to paint the picture here. Actually, why don't we just do that? Why don't we do that? Let's see here. Do we have any white sandals? Okay, we got the white, the gray white. Why does this say Santander? Why does it say white? Let's see. Maybe there's a variant. There we go. See, there's a variant. There's a white variant. And then we got the red. Hopefully we got some red. Okay, we got some reds. And of course, I know we got some blue. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, so let's do that. And notice these aren't like red, white, and blue is not the tag, but the variant, right? Variants, so right now we have variants that are colors and variants that are sizes. And then of course they vary on their price too, but we can totally modify that, right? But the point is here that some are red and one of the colors is blue. So what we're going to do here is we will just do this. So any condition, and we're going to change this, save this, and notice. So it's going to be, look at that, boom! Already we got our things, we got our shoes. And then, so now we have that, now we have this condition, we have this collection, and we will go to the online store. I changed my mind about this just in. We're gonna make it, America. And we are going to link to our collection, red, white, and shoe. We're gonna say red, white, and shoes. Yay. And then we're going to, could we change the color of this? Yes, we can. And we can get into that. Let's explore images and let's just say USA. I'm sure we're going to get a nice little flag. Since this is a professional kind of site, the best thing we should do is figure out the dimensions that this is supposed to have and create an image that has those dimensions. And so that's kind of what I wanted to show you Canva for. Canva is a really great website that you can create for free, log in. It allows you to just get started and with all the different sizes, right? Because the key point here is the dimensions of the image, right? These I made them dimensions for YouTube, but for for a Facebook cover, for example, you want to make a different dimensions. And so having that, starting with that framework will let you fill in things the right way. But again, that's maybe a topic for another video. Red, white, and shoes. It does eventually have to be nice, but right now I'm just doing this for illustrative purposes, and I'm kind of showing what you could do. Sure, how about testimonials? Let's see what's up with the testimonials. Fortunately, so that was one of those things that was added here automatically, but we're just going to copy this and we're just going to get rid of that. Let's just copy these over right now. And here we can even link, since they mentioned Keynes by name, we can link them to product. This is a little bit of a manual process. Maybe we can find a way, if we're coding this up, we can find a way of automating all this. Maybe we can leave the author's name, and actually maybe like okay, so this might be a good time to just learn a little bit about how Shopify works, a little bit under the hood. So just as a this may be getting a little bit as a on the dev side of things, but so let's see, like, what if we wanted to create our own custom testimonial? So how do we go about doing that? Well, let's go like this: Shopify sections. How to create your first Shopify theme section. Shopify theme kit, Shopify development. There's so much stuff. Shopify goes deep into it, right? The liquid is the language that Shopify uses to like assemble everything. So there's like it's kind of like a React component in a way. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I haven't dug too deep into it, but it looks like that when you see that percentage sign within the curly braces. That's liquid. Because Shopify is a platform, and learning the liquid language is learning how to build on top of that. The point is that we don't want to, since Matthia's time is money essentially, right, and is valuable, and so we want to give her the best possible product in the shortest amount of time, and we want to also, and our time is valuable as well as developers, so we want to see what's the best usage of our time that we can create the most value for our customers, which is in the end is creating the most value for ourselves. So definitely, like, learning this is a way of taking your Shopify skills to the next level, and then you could actually get to the point where you develop on Shopify and people come to you with stuff. And there's so many there's so many apps in Shopify that cost money and cost quite a bit of money. Okay, so let's go back to here. Let's try to figure out how we can make this a little bit better. I want to include the red, white, and shoes here. Photo, maybe instead of cool photo work, let's explore the blog, because I see some blog posts right here. Blogs, rain boots. I don't know what that's doing. Is there something that talks about them? Blundstone. These are some nice images. Let's make this a scroll, like an image scroll thing, and let's include some of those nice blog photos. It's kind of like this, and then let's include the summer styles into here. So your optional photos, featured selections. You want to get like the best stock photos. Pexels, yeah, that's the one. Pexels has some really nice ones. Maybe like summer shoes. Cool. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice large photo. The shoes aren't in that great of condition, but it is kind of summer, so re-download. Thank you, Andrea. Cool. So let's see. So this was a large image, but thankfully it got restructured down into here. So that's good. We select that, and we're gonna say style is, and then we're going to paste. We're going to go collections, and we're going to go to our summer styles collection. Let's go to preview. Let's go to preview. Okay, piece for your soul. Statement to grab the attention. Red, white, and choose. Remember, we're going to get rid of this, but okay, so we got summer selection out now. There's a lot of white space on this page. No, I'm not going to lie. You know, obviously this is obvious. This is not a premium theme, but we can make a lot. You know, we can do a lot with a little here. So let's go to here. Oh, summer styles, nice. And again, right, this is like the most. It's literally called like it's like the default style. But sure enough, Oahu needs to get updated. Right, we can make a note of that, or we can just go straight in here. Oahu. Let's update that right now while we're here. Oahu black. How much does it cost? It costs $225. It costs $25. Let's go to products. Oahu. Here we go. We're going to select all of them, and we're going to edit the prices. And we're going to make all the prices $25. And we're going to say apply to all, so they all turn into $25. Boom. If there's one different, for example, if one of the colors is different or whatever, you know, we can do that. But that's all up to Mathia because she is the product master. The refresh right here, we should see that these guys are back to their correct price of $25. Go back to Woolly Mammoth Unloop. Shop now, you should see some red, white, and blue shoes. Kind of, you know, technically, I guess, you know. Search, we have a search bar here. Let's say I want to find some Tevas. Alright, I search Teva, and these should all be the Teva shoes. Oh, look at that. Nice. Oh, nice. Great. Might also like, I don't know why they would think I would like that. Color, it only comes in honey. Let's see if we can get a, okay. Beige, red. What? Why is it? It should also be coming in, it should show up red. So this is probably an issue with how we configured the CMS. So let's hop on back to the CMS. Let's look up these shoes right here, which is the Reacre. Let's search, can we just search right here? Reacre. Can you just search that? Yeah, you can just search that. Pull up the product page, and sure enough, we don't have the image for this. So what we need to do is we need to select all the beige, and we need to add the image for it. And we're going to select that one, right? And we need to select all the red, and we got to add the image for that. And we're going to select the red one. Boom, done. Save. Let's refresh this, and it should behave correctly. So we go to red, it will show us the red. If we go to beige, it will show us the beige. So it's stuff like that, you know, in the process of clicking around on the site and really looking through all the, so maybe this one, Emerald, Marzul Emerald, doesn't have a different, I suspect. So unfortunately, I understand it's like a tedious process. I think there actually might be a better way of doing it, but, well, actually there isn't. I mean, you have to tell the to Shopify which image belongs to which shoe, right? Otherwise it can't know. So let's just do that right there, honey. But luckily it's just a few clicks and it's very responsive. You don't have to deal with anything like too outrageous. You just go in and you do that. And the photo's already uploaded, so that's the good thing, right? And again, but you see how, like, even though it's kind of a silly thing, but like it makes a difference. It makes a difference for the customer. Because imagine if you go to a website and you're used to websites being responsive, you know, like Amazon, you pick the color and all that, but you know, you don't see it change colors. That's just going to be weird. It's going to be weird and unpleasant and unprofessional, right? And that's not what we're about. Not at all. See, I mean, honestly, like as a customer, what if I loved that color but I didn't know what it was called? That would suck. So this is talking about, so when we look at a product page, this is what we see, right? Show quantity section. Oh, okay, that's good. Maybe we don't really need that. I don't know. We could add it to cart. We could just say 1, and then if we wanted to, we could say add to a cart again. Oh, see, look at that. This is where the quantity comes in. So it takes into account everything for you. Continue shopping. Okay, so anyway, so let's not include the quantity section. The variant labels we do want to include. The vendor we also do want to include. This is beautiful because we also want to know, you know, the brands. These are premium brands. Each customer will see their preferred payment method from the above. This is great. The tweet it. Media. Enable the zoom large if possible. We do want to do that. If we even had a video, we could do a video. Theme settings, show notification. Yeah, these are all these little tweaks that we can have. And ideally, you know, when Mathia could feel very comfortable in working with this, and she will pretty much click around on her own time and kind of customize it. And if she has any problems or anything extra that she wants done, she can reach out to us. And so that's hopefully what we can accomplish for her. Let's do this one. We're going to remove this section, right? And instead we're going to add a different section, which is going to be a gallery, image with text overlay, logo list. Oh, logo list, perfect. And every logo has its link. Perfect. This is like perfect what she wants. I think, I don't know, but it seems like what I would want. You know, I would want to show people all the great brands that I have. Okay, let's go to the brand. So this is a kind of a manual process, unfortunately. That's because we're transferring from one CMS to the other. At the end of the day, like if we're dealing with like, if we were dealing with like hundreds of things, then obviously it's not gonna be worth like hours to do that, right? But since this should only take like 10 minutes at the max. The goal is that we get things in such a way to where we can just do everything automated, right? Kind of like how we can do things automated in Shopify. But right now, because we just had like we had a bit of a clunky start, and through no faults of anyone's, right? This was just how it played out. But right now this is a pivot, right? A pivot or a refactor or whatever you want to call it, but at the end of the day, it can be painful. It can be painful. Dang, that's some nice shoes. The thing that we really want to avoid is having this all be wasted energy, right? So, but what we want to do is we want to give Mathia, we want to give her something very delightful as a deliverable. Okay, so this process is manual, and the dangerous part about that is that it can open you up to making some mistakes. Probably what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to create a collection by vendor that gets updated automatically, and then this logo will point to that vendor collection. So maybe that's not For right now, let's just, I don't even like doing that really. Page, what page, why do we only have one page of Blundstone boots? Okay, this is, okay, so this is a little bit something we have to figure out, but for right now, we can refine on this. And obviously, you know, we want to probably put Birkenstock up on the top because it seems to be that's a great hot seller for her. That was a lot of work, definitely. But the nice thing is, on brands, go like that. Save this bad boy. Gosh, maybe there's gonna be, you know, maybe there's our brands. Maybe you can. I wish we could include this as a different. Maybe having too many of these brands would be not that great, but you know, that's a learning experience. So we have here our gallery. Let's put our gallery up here, and let's include some images from the blog items here. Maybe if we want, we can, you know, we can link it to something, but I'm kind of running out of steam right now, guys. So for right now, we'll just leave it at this. Now, okay, and let's shift on to something even more important, which look at that. This kind of expands out nicely up to the maximum size, and then let's see what it looks like on mobile. Peace for your soul. Oh yeah, we didn't get a chance to do that, but so it would be great. So we would probably want to do some overlay here, like Blundstone boots. Let's see what happens if we do that. Okay, Blundstone boots. This is not right. So now whatever. Now for winter. I know these photos are kind of outdated, but that's going to be an important part of communication with Mattia is you know, that these photos will need to get updated. Oh, shop local favorites. Shop local favorites takes us to men's shoes, so that doesn't make sense. Real quick, let's create a collection. We'll call it best sellers. Our brands. This looks kind of nice. Doesn't look as bad, but shop local favorites. So let's hear you're part of the UW community. Shop local favorites. We're not going to go to men's shoes. We're going to go to best sellers. Hey, save that, so that when we go to shops, it's going to take us to what is known as a product page or collection pages. So everything that has to do with collection pages, whether it's the summer or the red, white, and shoe or the best sellers, right? We can show the product vendor if that's important. We can enable sorting, enable tag filtering, and then we can have here the header, local favorites, custom logo width. We can select the image that we love here, so we can just say, you know, oh, that's good to know. So now we can actually focus on coming up with something. I wish we could like edit this. We could come up with like a cool way. Here we can make it bigger, but you know how does that look like? It doesn't look right. We could edit menu. So this gets a little bit more into the nitty gritty. We could add like an about us, right? That would actually be a good thing to add. Text, announce something here. This is a perfect place where we could say, if we make it now, whoa, and then it has a link. You could have a link to, I don't know, you can figure it out. But this is just an example, right? You can also, and now if you want to set that up, if we want to use like promo code, use promo code blah. This is where we get into a little bit more of the back end of the Shopify store. It's a good example. Let's say we did want to include a promo, right? So if someone typed in the promo code, a coupon code, then maybe Mattia would get an email that would let her know that, hey, this person is going to be able to be eligible for 25% off when they come into the store when it reopens. So what we would do, I don't know, what would we do? I'll leave this up to a challenge for you. So, but as with all good things, it starts with a Google search. Shopify.
To create a discount code, start from your Shopify admin and click discounts.
I want to get this in front of Mathia as soon as possible this week. Oh yeah, look, really quick. So in order to take this to the next level, right, we could actually use one of these premium themes, right? These premium themes cost about $180, but they're really, really nice. And what it would allow us to do, I hope that we can use as preloaded images, is that you can really have some great control over everything. Oh, perfect. So please, I would implore you, right, this is like, remember what I was saying about like being really badass Shopify developers? Well, actually, probably like the most badass Shopify developers, because they were actually involved in building Shopify store. Shopify itself kind of went off into their own company, and they make these premium themes. So, you know, $180 a pop, right? You can imagine how many companies use these, right? And as a result, they're making bank. They're pretty much created intellectual property. So look, as this is what's going to be great. This is what would, I think, make the customer really happy, is if we put together a little sample that utilizes this premium theme, and you really can click around and you can customize so much stuff. It's like freaking awesome. Like this is beautiful. Let's go right here. You know, so let's say we just try this, right? It doesn't look that great now, but just look how just look at what you can do, right? You can probably like right, you can change the focal point of the image, right? So you could just go like, you know, that might be a little bit interesting. You know, you could maybe just go like, let's just do bottom left maybe. That looks pretty freaking cool, right? Shop all, right? You can change, like, man, everything could be customized. Like, if someone with an eye for design, and I don't have an eye for design, if someone for an eye for design really spent like a good day, like focused on getting this, maybe even 2 days, like, man, she would be like, it would blow her socks off, right? Collections, all this stuff. So yeah, hassle-free returns. Like, man, this is such a nice theme. Like, okay, if I ever did an online store, like I would buy a theme like this in a heartbeat. Because like, look at like all that stuff that we did manually, right? And it ended up like looking pretty basic. Versus here, they got it set up for you where you can easily just stick in the collections, stick in the photos, stick in the text, and it would just look mwah, right? Even this header, probably, like, there's so many different options, right? The announcement bar, right? What if we got rid of, look, see the announcement bar, the compact style, you can show both the announcements, or you can just show one of them, and it slides around. It's amazing, right? It's awesome. Okay, I'm not gonna get too deep into that. I'll leave that as an exercise, but hopefully you can see that it's not too complicated. Please ping me for any questions if you have any questions, if I can help in some way. I will be kind of busy this week, but more than happy to help. All right, with that, folks, take care, and I will see you